Hi, I'm Rabbi Clifford Kulwin of Temple B'nai Abraham. In this week's Torah portion, Va'era, we read the continuation of the story of our ancestors in Egypt. We call the Torah the 5 books of Moses because it really is all about Moses. In Genesis, we started with the creation of the world, went on to Noah and the flood, then the patriarchal stories, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, finished up with Joseph. Last week with Shemot, we began the final 4 books of the Torah, starting with Moses' birth and ending with his death. So in Moses' story, this story of liberation, this week we begin the story of the plagues. We are all familiar with that, with the 10 plagues that were sent. The Pharaoh, the Torah never actually says, Moses says, let my people go. He always says, let my people go, that they may seek freedom, that they may pray freely to their God. And Pharaoh, as we know, always says no. There's been a great deal written in both ancient, medieval, and even contemporary commentaries about the significance of each of the plagues. One of the stories less studied, however, less commented upon, is why there were 10 plagues. In a way, it seems excessive, after all. We just get a sense from reading the text after plagues 3 and 4 that Moses was not going to, or that Pharaoh was not going to stop there. He was going to continue to say no. And so why didn't God simply skip directly to plague number 10, which he knew would have an impact, and still continue to go through all of the subsequent plagues? There are 2 reasons I think that's important. One of them is, wanted to make it clear before the nations of the world that the Israelites, that God, that Moses were giving Pharaoh every opportunity so that they could never be told, you acted rashly, you acted impetuously, you acted with an evil sense because you didn't give Pharaoh a chance to try to do the right thing. Well, after 10 plagues, nobody could argue that Pharaoh had not been given a chance. But I think the second lesson, there's a broader aspect to that particular thing. Too often in life, all of us are quick to judge. We're quick to rule, in our own minds at least, about other people based upon their actions, based upon something they said, even if that particular action or word may have been ill-considered or quick or done without thought. And if we would give them but a second or a third chance, we would find that there is no reason we should think that that particular comment or action was typical of them. And in a way that is good for us to give chances and make sure that we give those around us the opportunity to do the right thing. Even more important than that is for us to hope that the others around us will never judge us too harshly or too quickly. When we do what we really didn't intend to, or say what we really didn't mean, or in some other fashion be the kind of person we know that we really aren't. 10 plagues. Why 10 plagues? It's a number that resonates within the entire Torah, of course. 10 plagues, 10 commandments. There's a certain symmetry there, or a certain relationship at the very least. But the number 10 may be less important than the fact that there were lots of plagues, reminds us that giving chances to others and hoping that they give us the chance to be who we know we are is one of the important lessons we learn this week.